Where does the desire come from, and what is the desire? Obviously, I know you love to fight.
Money. I like making money. Straight up, like, this is a prize fighting sport. Like, I've been broke, my family's been broke. I know what means, and I do it like because I'm good at it and I hustle hard. And when it's all said and done, no one will care about me no more. So I gotta make the most of it while I'm here.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KB. Back to get boxing. It's Just Do one more time. If you're not part of the Just Do family, I don't know what you're waiting for. We on the road to 10K. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and smash that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop new content. Man, let's get right to it, man. So what y'all just heard was none other than former two-time heavyweight champion, Anthony AJ Joshua, giving his thoughts. They asked the question, what motivates you, what drives you, to still participate in the sport of boxing. And he went on to say money, money. He's motivated by money. He's a prize fighter. He knows what it's like to be broke and things like that. And look, I'm not here to be negative or anything like that. I just felt like this was worth a conversation, and I wanted to get my thoughts on it. It's a little concerning to hear that from a guy like Anthony Joshua, given him coming off of back-to-back losses against Alexander Usyk and, losing his titles and then being defeated again, 2 times in a row by the same guy. I felt like he showed a good account of himself in the rematch against Alexander Usyk. I just was a little concerned with the meltdown in terms of him grabbing the microphone and essentially performing his own eulogy, explaining he's not he's not a 16 stone fighter, whatever he was saying. He 18 stone. He's not a 12 round fighter, all these weird things. I don't think he owed nobody an explanation as to why he lost, because he fought a damn good fight. One could even argue that had Robert Garcia been, in his corner for both of those training camps, maybe he would have pulled one of those off. Maybe he would have won the rematch. You get what I'm saying? I think Robert Garcia did a damn good job with the time that he had, And AJ, he made the adjustments. He fought a much better fight. I think he blew his load in the second fight, and it cost him ultimately. But, when you hear a guy saying, he's motivated by money, it's concerning, because, this dude ain't pressed for money. This guy is wealthy as they come. He's one of the highest paid fighters in the sport today. So, when he says money keeps him going and that's what drives him, why it's worrisome and a big concern for me is because he has all the money he needs. So it's not like he's broke and still struggling and trying to figure out a way to change his family's life. And that's just not the case. This kid is rich. He's earned it. You know what I mean? He's a former 2-time heavyweight champion. So he damn sure gets paid, and he's a star over there in the UK where he's from. So, when you say you're motivated by money, you're a prize fighter, it's just hard for me to believe. Like, if you're not pressed for money and you don't really need it, is money enough to get you to where you want to be? Because you've said on numerous occasions you want to become a 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. You said this again. You said, you want to compete at the top level. You want to get your way back to the top. This was the whole reason, or one of the main reasons, that you changed trainers again and you went with Derrick James. This was to get back toward a heavyweight title. So I don't know if you feeling like, what motivates you is money. I don't know if that's enough to say that that's the right mentality you need to have to compete at the level you want to compete at. Money can be your only motivation. And I'm going to just be honest, as a supporter of the sport, I rock with Anthony Joshua. I'm a supporter of his. It's concerning to hear that because, again, he's well off. You get what I'm saying? And deservingly so. He put his work in, right? But he's well off. So he's not pressed for money. He's not in a situation where it's back against the wall. And you know what I'm saying? So my question is, where is his mentality really at? Is his heart truly still in the sport? Or does he look at it like, because he did allude to, once it's all said and done, ain't nobody gonna care about him no more. So, to some degree, that is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Out of sight, out of mind. That's how fans are these days. But still in all, to be an active fighter and to say, like, you're motivated by money and not the legacy, which it used to be legacy. I guess somewhere along the lines that changed. Maybe after your third pro loss, you just said, you know what, I fight for money. I'm a prize fighter. And, you know, that's the obvious fact. You fight for money, right? But that can't be the only reason you fight. And I just think this was very concerning to hear this from a guy that is trying to compete at the elite level and trying to get, you know, back to where he once was on top of that mountain and reclaim those heavyweight titles. With a mentality like this and only being motivated by money, I'm just not sure if that's enough to succeed at the highest level, at the elite level in today's boxing, especially in today's heavyweight division. I just don't see it. You have to find motivation in something else. You get what I'm saying? It can't just be money. You know, you have a want to, you have to want to be great. And I just didn't hear that in this little clip. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't hear that. I heard money, exactly what you said. So it's just concerning, you know what I mean, with this being your focus. And this is not the right train of thought, in my opinion, if you want to be successful at the highest level. This is not the train of thought that you should have when you went and, you know, reached out to a Derrick James. You know, Derrick James, I'm pretty sure he's in this sport to be the best version of himself, the best trainer, the best teacher that he possibly could be. I'm pretty sure that he's not just motivated by money. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if you with the right guy. You get what I'm saying? I wonder if his mentality and what motivates him, it being money, like I wonder if that's going to get in the way of, you know, anything Derrick James wants to teach him. Is that going to get in the way of him preparing to his absolute best? You understand what I'm saying? Because I didn't hear like, oh, you know, I want to get my titles back. You know, I want to get back to the top and, you know what I mean, beat the best absolute fighters. He said none of that. He just alluded to money. And again, I'm not mad at him. You make your money, you know, at the end of the day, when you retire and you out of sight, out of mind, people will forget about you. But the real supporters will remember you for challenging yourself against the absolute best, win, lose, or draw. And that's just my honest thoughts on it. So again, salute to Anthony Joshua. I hope him and Derrick James is able to, you know, find chemistry and find it fast. And I hope they're able to have success because he's going up against a tough Jermaine Franklin April 1st. And, you know, Jermaine Franklin is 21-1 with 14 KOs. He really should be 22-0 with 14 KOs because in my humble opinion, he beat Dillian White when they fought. You know, Jermaine Franklin fought Dillian White, you know, November 26th of last year. And the scorecards are 115 to, you know, 115. That was a draw. That's more like it. 112, 116, and then 112, 116. Again, I felt like Jermaine Franklin did enough to win that fight. So did a ton of other people. I just don't feel like Dillian White created enough separation in those rounds. They was very lackluster. And I feel like Jermaine Franklin, you know, the younger guy, was making the fight, coming forward, and he showed good boxing ability and skill, man. And I think he outpointed Dillian White. I just don't think he got the right decision. I think the judges got it wrong. And I'm happy. I'm glad. I'm glad to see that, you know, Jermaine Franklin is getting another opportunity. And Anthony Joshua, that's a big fight. That should be a big payday for him. I hope he gets paid handsomely. And I hope he goes out there and does extremely well, which I expect him to do. Now, you know, Anthony Joshua, we all know he beat Dillian White. You know what I mean? But I don't usually do triangle theory. Just because he beat Dillian White and Jermaine Franklin lost to Dillian White doesn't mean that AJ will beat Jermaine Franklin. But I'm just saying, with a mentality like this and saying, you know, you're motivated and what keeps you going is money. And I just don't know. You going in there with a live dog, because no doubt in my mind, Jermaine Franklin's going to be the underdog. But you're going in there with a live dog that can fight, that proved himself to be a worthy opponent, that proved that he belongs. You get what I'm saying? So we seen upsets before. I mean, we seen it with Andy Ruiz and AJ in the first fight. You know what I mean? Nobody gave Andy Ruiz much of a shot. And look, he shocked us all, you know what I'm saying? Became the heavyweight champion. So, you know, I expect Jermaine Franklin to leave it all in the ring. I don't believe he had a full training camp for the Dillian White fight. I do believe this time around for the Anthony Joshua fight, which is supposed to take place April 1st, I do believe that he will have a full training camp, and let's see how much of a difference it makes. You know, I'm a heavy advocate for guys getting full training camps and getting the proper amount of time to prepare for any fight, especially at this magnitude. You know, this could be a life-changing fight for Jermaine Franklin if he's able to pull off the upset in the O2 Arena against Anthony AJ Joshua, man. This will be huge. This will be huge for boxing, a big upset. This will be huge for Jermaine Franklin as a fighter. So I just want to see how this fight plays out. You know, like I said, they got a date of April 1st, Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin. may the best man win. That's my thoughts, man. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know who y'all got winning, and let me know what y'all think about AJ's mentality. Do y'all think he has the winning mentality? Do y'all think he'll ever become heavyweight champion under the tutelage of Derrick James? Let me know. Get in the comment section. As always, let me know if I gave boxing is Just Do, because that's the only thing I do over here at Just Do Boxing. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.